Okay. Okay, I can also do it here. There. And then we pin it. All these. Okay. Okay. Alright, welcome everyone on YouTube. I'm recording this actually. I am going to do right now a meme run, but I follow what the IGN guide says. I put the link in the description. And you know, I'm not gonna follow everything because some stuff is just basically just extra things like offering shenanigans and whatnot, but you know, basically for most things that matter, I'm just gonna follow that. So I'll just go over the tips and tricks that they go real quick before we start. So yeah. It starts with like Nioh 2 is the latest Dark Souls like and the successor of the excellent Nioh, while it bears many resemblances to past similar games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. There's much more lurking underneath the surface. So yeah, that kind of stuff. Adjust your control scheme to your playstyle and preference. Yeah, all that stuff. Let me change this here before we start. Learn the systems, especially keep pulse and burst counter. Systems are deep and whatnot. I'm not gonna read everything. You won't get them all at first. Most important advice I can give you at the beginning is remembering to use the stamina recovery system known as keep pulse. Okay, so we'll start with the keep pulse. That's nice. It explains you how it does it. The other tactic that is mandatory for success is in the game is the burst counter. You access successful hits with enemies. Build up was known as your anima gauge, one not. Yeah. It explains to you what the burst counter is and what not. It also tells you the wrong fucking input for it, but it's okay. Learn to use yokai abilities strategically. All that stuff. Learn enemy movements and tactics. Make offerings so often. Like for example, this one I'm not gonna do much because there's just no point for me to do it. It's just gonna waste time. Explore every corner and use your dash to destroy all. I'm not gonna explore every corner. I'm not gonna go with that. Grab your grave and make sure to upgrade. So basically, I'll just be upgrading every time and whatnot. Ranged weapons can clear an area. We know that. I'm just mainly gonna be focusing on the bosses and whatnot. Experiment with weapons. Neo 2 never locks you into weapon choice and into random drop nature. I'm just scrolling because it's just I haven't clicked here. Now I clicked. Okay. Early on, especially, make sure to try out the different weapon types to see which one applies with your playstyle. Are you someone who prefers fast attacks? Maybe dual sword stomp as your option. Slow and heavy hitting. All that stuff. Ba-ba-bum. Mix and match your stats with weapons. There's much more important than stats in Neo 2, that is correct. But you should still focus on matching your stats to whatever weapons you decide to main. If you decide to main 2 weapons, it will be best to try and pick 2 weapons that synergize well together. For example, both the dual swords and dual hatchets is case with kill. All that stuff. So yeah. Don't have to focus on 2 weapons. This is before the DLCs. All that stuff. Weaknesses and resistances. Neo 2 is not very good at communicating when an enemy is weak to an element, but most enemies are weak to or resistant to one or more element. All that stuff. And don't neglect the other stats. Talks to you about the stats on the weapons, for the equipment and whatnot, on the armor, I mean. Loot game and what to do with it, all that stuff. I'm not gonna ignore that. I'll just start with the playthrough. Let me see if anyone has said anything. No, not yet. Okay, cool. I haven't missed anything. Okay. Okay, so let's go right away with the playthrough, with the walkthrough. Welcome to IGN's walkthrough and guide for Neo 2, whatnot, blah 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 blah. After yoing, head straight, you'll turn into the first search point in the game. Well, but I guess we'll just first select the weapon. We'll do the very beginning of the game before, you know. Hopefully this is an interesting playthrough. I don't know, it depends on how specific they get. But let's just apply the first thing that we learned about. So like, for example, if I want the sword, this is hard, you know. Stamina, courage, magic, strength, skill, dexterity, magic, skill, strength, right? So we could do, for example, let's just say that we are... what was the other one with the strength? Oh no, it's like the fist, yeah, okay. So it just tells you about the... you know, if you main 2 weapons, you can do that. I guess what we can do, we can just go with the Switchglaive, I guess. Yeah, well, let's go with the Switchglaive. And then we'll just move around with the sword and whatnot. Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything about this, but you know, whatever. We'll just roll with this. It's funny how, like, it doesn't actually tell you anything about the very beginning. Like on the walkthrough, it just hops straight into the main mission. It doesn't tell you anything before that. Kinda weird. So the first thing that it says, after you loading, head straight, you run into your first search point in the game. It says interact with it and you'll receive a randomized item. That is not correct, but you know, whatever. It depends on the search exactly. Some are random, others are not. Okay, level up, one more node, yeah. Okay. Let's see, let me see if I can put a chat here. Should be able to see both chats there. There we go. Okay. So we'll go with this. So yeah, we get this. Then it says to go to the shrine. We're gonna assume that we want to go with magic. It has not mentioned anything about the weight, by the way. To finish up the shrine, directly ahead of you will be a body. Okay, you can get this. Another body on a cliff. First encounter, Gaki can be annoying. If you stay aggressive on them, they won't have a chance to counterattack. Secular on their new attacks as they enter the fray. For now, don't worry too much, just slash away until they topple over with the keys drained and murder them with the grapple. Okay. So basically, just to stay aggressive. That's what they are saying. I should probably not do that because they have not mentioned anything about, you know, being efficient with the stances and whatnot. Look, the body, the grapple, the Gaki was munching on. Okay. Okay. Well, you can take on the massive foe right now. We cannot in good confidence recommend it, so we will not fight the Gozuki apparently in this. But you can almost certainly avoid it for now and come back to it later. Two bodies found on the field on the right. Wait for him to be in the opposite side where you entered is a locked gate. The gate is, grab the body that is in front of it and pass. Okay. He's just telling me to just grab the things. You know, wait for Gozuki to do things and then grab things. Has not told me anything about the movement or being more efficient. That is fine, I guess. Doesn't even tell you like what you can get there. I guess it's because it assumes it's a random loot, even though it's not. Doesn't even mention this Kodama. Oh, okay, whatever. Another Gaki. Maybe I should just focus on the... Actually, yeah, it has not even mentioned the stances, if I remember correctly. Has not mentioned the stances, so I should probably stick to mid stance. Because, you know, IGN is ignoring that. It's funny. So according to IGN, this is how you play the game. For now. Okay. Go. Oh yeah, the thing. I don't know, maybe I should Maybe I should focus on the bosses only, or maybe some encounters. If you wish at this point, you can head back to the shrine, one restock, one not. Yeah, I guess we'll just do like the big encounters or something, I don't know. Fighting your first Enki. Man, this is way too long, man. I add that to the list of reasons why I don't fucking do this. Okay. Okay, so what does it say about fighting the Enki? First real test in the game, you'll fight in a... Consistently shift around the side of it, walking away and regaining ki. Your ki pulls as you go. Some attacks to look out for when it jumps in the air. Throw the spear at you, left or right, to avoid it. It might take a few tries. We died quite a lot figuring it out. Damn, insane. But once you have this done, you can quickly play the Enki's key for major heal. You will most likely receive an Enki Soul Core. No, you're guaranteed to get the Enki Soul Core on this one. Okay, whatever. We'll just roll with this for now. Has not mentioned the stances or anything like that. Oh yeah, has not mentioned anything about block buffering your logic either. Yeah, no wonder they died so often. They don't even fucking block buffer. No fucking wonder. Yeah, according to IGN, this is how you play the game. Guess I'll just unlock this. I don't know, I'll just try to be as close to how you play the game. As close to what the IGN guide says in order to play the game. See what we make up for it. Obviously, this is a very, very unoptimal what we came for to do. Block buffering is pretty fucking cheap. Man, like it just literally makes the dodge worse. Oh yeah, it also has not mentioned, I don't think it has mentioned the thing about the I don't think it mentioned the attacking when they're out of key. Let me see. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about attacking when they're out of key. Shrine. In terms of what to upgrade, health and stamina seem to be fairly safe options regardless, since both give many advantages. So heart and stamina is what they are recommending. Okay. So we'll just continue. I guess we'll just do some extra things here. I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they have forgotten to talk about. That is for sure. Yo, Shuki. What is that? I'm doing alright. I'm just like I'm not doing exactly everything that the guide is saying, you know. But I'm just following the IGN guide. So I'm not block buffering my dodges because he has not mentioned that. I'm not changing stances because he has not even mentioned the stances. And now I'm gonna level up the heart. It says heart and stamina, and has not given a priority on either. So I guess I'll just do both at the same time. I will equip the Enkisokor though. He rated. I think pretty sure they tell you how. They tell you about it. Let's see. I'm gonna ignore most things though. I just thought like. Yeah, I'll just focus on the highlights from them. Like for example, here, fighting your first jockey. We recommend not taking him on before doing the following, since you have made a whole lot of progress that will be a shame to lose. Run straight past him to the right and you'll find a gate. Engage with it quickly to unlock it, and even if you die, your course will be right by the jockey fight waiting for you. Okay, so we'll basically, right now, I'll just kind of go towards the place where the jockey is. I'll just defeat enemies in the way according to, you know, the way you're supposed to play the game. According to IGN, you know, no mention about block buffering or anything like that. So we're not block buffering. No mention about stances and being more useful in certain situations or not. No mention of blocks. So since they don't mention any of that, then we're not doing that. That's basically what we're doing right now. Yeah, Yeah, I know they don't mention anything about, you know, optimizing your stamina or, you know, your ki. I think they mention, I think they call it stamina. Yeah. It is pretty shit. It is pretty fucking shit. I'm just waiting for them to maybe mention stances at some point. That would be nice. That way I can stop playing like a fucking absolute buffoon. I cannot, I also cannot just remove my knowledge of the game. So I'm just trying to just see if, you know, what they're saying is good enough. How much of a difficulty them not saying certain things is imposing. Okay, so what they recommend here is to run passing and, you know, open this. So even if you die, your grave is there. And since they don't mention block buffering, I couldn't do anything about that combo. Since I got hit the first time, I already died. You know, I couldn't just block and then get away. XD. Because we don't know about that. I don't know if they know about that, but you know, whatever, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, they do mention the head on the tips and tricks and whatnot. I guess we'll try this. I forgot to check what they are saying about it, but you know, I'm not doing anything that the game, well, the guide has not said. So, but it's very difficult for the first time you face him. Yeah, sure. Make him into an attack that has him rush forward. Okay, that is actually correct. Kick combo, one not, burst counter, yeah, so all that stuff. Yo, Rigimaru, welcome. Yokai Realm. Okay, they tell like I'm gonna clear the Yokai Realm like based on everything that they have said. I'm not gonna read everything because it's just taking too long for me to do that. But they say like basically after clearing the realm, they tell you to go back and defeat Gozuki. So we'll do this, and then we'll go back to Gozuki. Yeah. I feel so shackled, like I don't know, like people who don't use stances, I don't understand it because it's just like if you have played through Neo 1 and 2 without using the stances and you feel like, yeah, game's not for me. Yeah, no shit, you're just removing all the fucking fun from the game. And not all of it, but you know, a big part of it. Okay. So here they just say no new moves to look out for. He moves fast, managing key management much harder. Try your best to focus on using your key pulls when you can to quickly regain the much needed key. And all that stuff. That's basically what they're saying. They don't mention anything about you know, your abilities being stronger or anything like that. I don't know if they mentioned this campus, but you know, whatever. We'll just ignore that for now. Alright, let's see what the stance only, because they don't mention stances. Yeah. Distance only, no fucking block buffering, no shit. No shit, the game is way harder like this. They also don't mention anything about the equipment in general. They don't mention anything about the how can I say it? About the equipment weight and the importance of the equipment weight. Which is pretty exciting. Oh man. Okay. See, like the thing is, like the moment you get hit, if you don't block buffer, if you don't block dodge or whatnot, you're gonna eat shit. They don't mention that at all, at any point on the guide. Which is... it's pretty common ball knowledge, but, you know. They don't say anything about it. I don't know, maybe I'll just do like the first region or two. Because playing like this for a fucking whole playthrough feels like a fucking punishment. Oh man. Okay. Got a bit laggy there, I guess. It's so shit playing like this. It's brilliant. Oh man. Okay, so they included Gozuki after Mezuki. But you know, like we're gonna do it now, basically. Okay, so you're doubling back to take on the boss. Everyone expected to escape. We're on you. Let's tackle them together. Gozuki is actually just a tamer version of Mezuki with slight differences. Keep your key in check. Keep pulls to remove any yokai around pulls. Burst attacks. Described you. They don't mention blocking. Like I don't think. Can you check the guide? Like just in case. 'Cause I'm just going on the walkthrough right now. But in theory, I have not read anything about it. It's not like I have read everything exhaustively, but so close range, it says like a 360-degree spin with this weapon. Can't really avoid this one other than with invulnerability frames and good times. Single swipe. Dodge through it with a 180. Yo, X-Machine, what is up? Dodge to either side. So they don't mention blocking whatsoever so far. Yeah, nothing special really with Gozuki. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just do like the first part of the playthrough, like maybe 1 or 2 regions, because this is kind of like very slow. And the fact that I have not mentioned anything about the equipment weight either, it's not great. But yeah, like I have the guide pinned, so I should probably get the no, whatever. Yes. Doesn't mention anything about strafing either. Whatever. Strafing is so good against this guy as well, but they don't mention it. But, you know, whatever. They have not mentioned Yokai Shift either. I don't know, it's hard to play like you don't know. That's the thing. That's the attack that they said that you could not dodge without invulnerable frames or good timing and whatnot. I usually just... It's not truly a 360, so I just avoided it by not being on the hitbox. Anyways, whatever. We're sticking to our shenanigans. Now it'll be time for Mezuki on the guide. Let's see. Good early test for the skills so far. You guys have mentioned the aging guide, or like it doesn't mention like. Oh, now on Mezuki. On Mezuki it does mention. Don't forget Soul Core attacks, you can shift ability. Yo Mantis, welcome. Let's see. Let's see. Anything worth noting? Love the premise of this challenge. Yeah, basically the challenge right now is we have zero info. Like, let me know, like, again, like you guys have the guide pinned. Let me know if I am assuming that they have not mentioned something, but they do mention. But as far as I know, they have not mentioned equipment weight. They have not mentioned other stances. They have not mentioned block buffering or blocking whatsoever. So yeah, we're basically mid stance only. They haven't mentioned like weapon skill so far yet either. So mid stance only, keep pulsing, dodging without blocking. And you know, we know about the existence of yokai abilities, burst countering, and yokai shift, and that's about it. Did they beat the game? I mean, I'm assuming yes. I mean, the thing is, like, Neo 2 doesn't require you to know a lot about Neo 2 in order to beat it. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, grab attacks. His left arm will be if he connects, it picks you up and whatnot. Dodge right to avoid this. Okay, they say dodge right, which is correct, because if you dodge to the left, it has more active hitbox. Well, it should say to your right, but you know, whatever. Okay, okay. Nothing too special. Nothing too special. They also say don't forget the soul core attacks and yokai shift ability. They mention yokai shift being a thing. They don't mention anything specific about it. So we'll basically just mash through with yokai shift probably. Oh fuck. Not good. Whatever. I forgot that I had like the other thing open. Also, obviously, we also don't know about the. Yo, Wizardry, welcome. We also don't know about you know, these being fast. You know, we're just doing it just to showcase it. So yeah, we'll stick it. We're sticking to our knowledge according to the to the aging guide. Yo, what is up, Kuja? ¿Qué pasa? Gracias. How is it? Like, grazie. Yeah. forget about terms. ¿Todo bien? Bien. Sí. But yeah, I think I'm just only gonna be doing like the first part of the playthrough, like I don't know for how long exactly, because you know, like think about how long I've been on this one mission. So I'm really hoping that they mention at some point the armor at least. E andiamo bene. Oh yeah, they mentioned the yokai shift, so I'll just do. They don't mention anything specific about the yokai shift, so I'll just do this. I'll just do. Why am I keep ulting? I should not keep ult. They don't mention anything about that. Yo, Joey. Whatever. It's hard to like just pretend you don't know. It's so hard. Ah man. Is this that Elden Ring clone you read about? It's like Elden Ring, but so much worse. I read. No, like this guide, by the way, is from the PS4 version. It's like the first guide that they made, like back in 2020. So this is technically, according to them, a Souls-like. And Elden Ring, I think, came out later, right? Or something? Okay, let's see. Let's go to the next one. While this is happening. Okay. Okay, I'll just put this here. Okay. Omniproject well? It depends. If the guide recommends doing something specific, I'll do that. I'm not doing everything because I'm skipping some stuff. I'm just basically just going kind of like in a straight line towards where I want to go. Checking the guide on certain specific points, like if they highlight it or something. Because otherwise we are here forever. Okay, so on the walkthrough it says, after loading in, head straight ahead and talk to Tokichiro. Talking to him 3 times will net you a small spirit stone. Spirit stones, when used, grant Amrita to you. Okay. New info that we have according to IGN. That is correct, of course, but... They tell us to level up and do whatever on the first shrine of the area. You have to die for hours and hours against Shibata. On my first playthrough, Shibata was the one that I died the most to, but even then it wasn't that much. Like that was on the playthrough where I just actively nerfed myself. You know. I think I wasn't using magic, if I remember correctly. Okay, so yeah, I'll ignore like the explorations and whatnot, because it's just too much. Too much like filler shenanigans. So I guess I'll just focus my attention on the next spot, which is fighting your first Ippon Natara. I'll read that right now. More times in Neo 2 than you ever did in Neo 3. I mean, same. Unless you mean your first playthrough, then no. For me, that was not the case if you mean the first playthrough. It seems like I have, like, I don't know, 3,000 hours on Neo 2. What I have, like, 100 something, not much, with Neo 3. Didn't die much at all in 3. You explored a lot, you used all your resources and whatnot. I don't know, like, the way I played, to me, Neo 3 felt much harder than Neo 2. Like, way harder. But then again, I wasn't just overusing things. You know, I wasn't just going full nuke and ninjutsu and shit like that. I barely use ninjutsu. I stay with ninja shift, ninja style. You like the shift mechanics? Yeah, I hate ninja style. I hate the fact that they split the gameplay in two. And I stick with samurai style for the most part. Minus with some like small fights here and there that were faster with ninja to just get rid of. But you know, in general, like, I was just using that. I don't know, like, Joy, I'll just... Oh, wait, a moment. I have to level up according to the guide. Sorry. I'll just do whatever it says, man. If it says use hatchets, then I'll do that. They have not mentioned anything about learning skills, by the way. Which is XDD. Do they follow me here? No? Okay. Okay, so fighting your first Ippon Natara. One leg, short attacks, 360 spin. Timing isn't too difficult. It's never a bad idea to use a yokai shift against a new big enemy. So if you have yokai shift, we'll use it, I guess. Don't forget those soul core abilities. I don't mention anything special about it. They do mention, like, not forget about the abilities, so I'll use one there. Pa-pa-pum. NPC, Toyo, blacksmith, talking to heaven. Classic. Okay, so they're talking about Toyo. She is a blacksmith, and talking to her will unlock the blacksmith from the map overworld screen. That is factually incorrect. Clearing this mission unlocks the blacksmith. But you know, we will talk to Toyo because reasons. Anyways. The fish what do you mean, the first yokai realm? I guess it means the first yokai realm of this mission. Gonna ignore all of that. Dousing the fires. I'm like so not doing all of this, man. I'm just too lazy. You will just go focus on Enandra. We'll just kill things on the way a little bit. Think about it. So again, like I said, like I'm doing what the guide says, but I'm also ignoring the filler things that we can just get rid of. I'll get this just in case. Maybe they mention something on the fight or something. Should probably get this because they probably are saying something about, you know, get these and blah 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 or whatever. Come on. Honestly, need to choose the definitive new experience. 3 needs to do something huge with DLC. 1 and 2, and I'm afraid they aren't going to be able to. Granted, we are losing the DLC. The thing is, it's not even about them like doing something big. It's about them fixing what's wrong with Neo 3, and they're not taking any steps towards that with patches in general. So yeah, it's not happening. Oh man. Please someone tell me that they are actually mentioning the stances at some point of the guide. And skills. Actually, on the next shrine, I'll check a few things just in case. Maybe I missed some stuff that you just put like after the play or something. No, I blocked. Whatever. Just pretend that I didn't block. I blocked again. Fuck, man. It's so... I mean, they did mention ranged weapons, so I guess I could take down that. Can find stances mentioned in the guide on the samurai skills. Okay, I'll check it out. What do they say exactly? Fuck. Okay, let me see. Let me see what they say exactly. Game info maybe? No. No, not game info. Finding guide. Stance, samurai skills. Okay. They don't mention anything about like them being good or anything like that. That's the thing. Like, they don't mention... Ah, man. They don't recommend anything specifically. Ah, man, what do we do about this then? Because the thing is, like... They don't say, oh yeah, use like high and low stances or anything like that, or use flags. They just give you like the list. What do we do about that? I don't know. What do we do about that? Skills, sword skills. Let's see. Let's go to Switchglaive skills since we are here. Yeah, we'll go Omnium Magic and Switchglaive. And see if they recommend anything. Is there any kind of recommendation? No, they don't recommend shit. Continue checking the playthrough, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Ah, man. Yes, they mention key pulse and burst counter, which is why I am using both of them. Give me 1 second. They do mention the range attacks as well. You know, range weapons and shit. So we can do that as well. I mean, what we can do... Like, the thing is, like... I'm just trying to think, like... How would a new player go about this? Like, they would just learn skills, right? Like, obviously they would learn skills. No, because I've seen plenty of people who have never fucking learned skills. So what do we do? Like, do we just like switch stances every now and then? Like your dad, he never stance changed. Like, they don't mention like the properties of high stance or low stance either. Do they mention blocking? Can you check blocking real quick? Because I'm fighting right now. Mentioned in the Viper Phantom? Okay. So until then we cannot. What do they say about blocking? Man. You can block the Nurikabe wall as he tried to attack you. Specifically the Nurikabe. Everywhere else, useless. Not even worth mentioning. Just doing this just to get to this faster. No point on doing it anywhere in any other way. Yeah, I mean, dodging is mentioned several times for sure. Oh yeah, moment. I have not like what do they mention magic? Let me see. I have to check. No. No way. Do they ignore the... Locked? What about chest? Grab the chest behind him. There is. Supersized Gaki. You just took out one of those. I got the wooden bridge. Fighting in a more stable footing. After taking it out, cross the bridge. It just says loot the chest. Damn. It just says loot the chest. Doesn't mention anything else. I guess it mentions it at least, so we'll just take it. Come on. Yeah, but the thing is, like for example, it just mentions like the Gaki being here, and then the chest, you know, picking up the thing on the chest. But they don't mention anything about, you know, you have like the logs. I guess they assume that it's random, because that's what they said earlier. That the loot are random. When they're not, but you know what? I don't know. Yeah, like that's the thing, like they said, like in the first mission, they just go they just mention loot being random on the first one that you pick up on the first mission, which is like always a small spirit stone. They also say like you will most likely get an Enki Sokor after defeating that one. But yeah. Okay. So what do we do against an Enra according to IGN? We'll ignore the rest. Yeah, there's some randomness, Mantis, on some of them, but most of them are the same. Like if it's items, like I don't know, like an anima item or a Amrita item, it will always be the same. If it's a weapon, it could be the same, but it can also be random, or you know, it has like a pool. Okay. Sure, cutscene. That one accessory right under the character is always the plus key, plus fire, resist pipe. Yeah, true. Yeah. I could get that one, I guess. It really depends, yeah, but in general, like, you cannot just say like the loot is random and just leave it at that, because it is not correct. Like, when I say the loot, I mean like the loot on the map, not the loot from the enemies. You might notice the water barriers positioned above the pillars in the room. Getting an right to hit these pillars will dump water on him, interrupting whatever attacks he's currently doing. These are probably best saved for this Joker round phase to get him out of it as quickly as possible, if you can save them until then. Okay, so it doesn't mention anything about like brute counter or doing certain Joker abilities to break them, but it does mention forcing an Endra to do it, and you know, to do it on the Joker realm phase. Like normal enemies, you'll need to be quite aggressive with a boss to get its key all the way down, though it is possible, allowing you to get the grapple for a good chunk of damage. All that stuff. Okay, it's nothing really special mentioned besides that. Let's get the thing here. Why not? But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe I'll just do the first two regions. I don't know. Okay, so avoiding. Yeah. Okay. Great, amazing. Okay, so now it's when it says like, yeah, you should make him like break the thing. Oh yeah, we should probably also do this. Just pretend that the guy just got lucky. We are not aware about keep posting on this, so we'll just dwell on this. Kind of like this. We'll tell the key in the grapple, because you know you would not know about the key post to cancel it. I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, if you're being careful, game is very easy. That's the thing. So even if you ignore a lot of the mechanics of the game, like, you're not gonna struggle much if you're careful and you know about the movesets.
というわけで、こいつは敵じゃないってことだ。
I guess we'll focus on the
俺が
Nure Onna and Nurikabe, I guess.
でっかいお天道様になるんだ
Oof. Nurikabe is like a long one. I guess it's just only the first. Yeah, it's only the first paragraph.
偉くなってやるってことだ
Okay, we'll focus on the Nure Onna.
ちょっと待て仲間になるのが嫌ならここは藤吉郎流
Yeah, it's just rough to. Yo, Chester, welcome. Hi. Like, man, I swear. Checklists? No. So many things that they just don't mention. Finding guide. No. Tips and tricks, boss guide, trophies, Kodama, guardian spirits. Man. Like they just don't mention, like, oh yeah, get this skill or this kind of a skill or use high and low stance and stuff like that. They don't mention anything of that. They don't mention, oh yeah, we recommend this this magic. They don't mention anything about that. Yo, Miji, welcome. Hi then. Guess they mentioned loading up here or whatnot. Okay, let's just pretend we are trying to mess around a little bit, and we know that we have magic, right? Let's go on a roulette. Actually, do I have? Don't have anything to do this. Yo, happy Wednesday. Remix the Space Duck, welcome. Yo, Ryzen the God, welcome to this shenanigans. Hi, doing? Thank you for the raid. Okay, hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you playing my favorite soul like. Yeah, according to IGN, yes, it is. Yo, Wraith, Hans, welcome. And the game that got me to check your channel. Oh, nice. Been playing with a friend co-op and are getting destroyed by Azai. We're certainly under level, but hey, if you can beat the game level 1, I don't think it matters. We were close to beating him. Anyways, stay awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck with that, man. Just don't be afraid to try out things. That's my recommendation. That doesn't appear on the IGN guide, I think. Okay, so let's just pretend like between, like, let's just pretend that they use, like, I don't know. They use one of the skill points here, right, on the magic. What do you guys think, like, a new player would go for first? Someone who is following the IGN guide but has not been recommended anything by the IGN guide on what kind of magic to use. Like, it's not bad that it's open-ended, you know, but they could just mention some stuff. What's the IGN strat? So basically, like, they have mentioned, quote-unquote, they have mentioned the, you know, stances and whatnot, but only on a part of the guide, you know, like the skills and stances and magic and whatnot. But they are not mentioning them on the walkthrough whatsoever. And in those parts, they're like, yes, here's the list of the skills that you can get. And that's it, right? That's about it. Like, they just told, they just put the skills. They don't give any kind of recommendation or anything like that. So what I'm trying to do right here is just based on all of that, like, what would a player do? So I'm just thinking, like, they would, like, if they are following the walkthrough, they will just ignore the fucking skills because they are not using them. They don't mention flags. They don't mention, like, using a particular stance at any point. Let me actually make sure of that, actually. If I do F3 and I say a stance... Oh! No, distance. Such. Distance. They mention distance, but not not stance. Amazing. XDD. I guess we'll just go. They also don't mention, like, blocking, block buffering or anything like that. They mention blocking on the Nurikabe apparently, but yeah. You're right. Thank you for the follow. I don't know. I think after this one, I'll just do like an actual challenge run or something, because I am getting brain rotted right now by only playing one stand and whatnot. Okay, so they're mentioning the Nureonna. Let's see, before we get into that. The Nureonna, repairing the bat. One of these burst attacks is ripped straight from Greek mythology with a pink star that will freeze you in place. Huh? They don't even mention, like, they mention the Nureonna, but it's not like... Yeah, they just mention the Nureonna, they don't mention anything else about it. We'll just pretend that we don't know about the skip, or, you know, like the shortcut or whatever you want to call it. I guess we know about gravity at least. Yeah. That's what someone following the IGN guide, I guess, could do. Now, since we don't know about the shortcut, maybe they mention it, I don't know. I guess we'll... I don't know about the regular path. That's the thing. But yeah, I think I'll just do Jatsu no Kami and then I'll do something else. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought maybe the IGN guide would give recommendations, like something a bit more specific. But they're just not giving much info at all, which is a bit disappointing. Like, I don't know. I was hoping for some misinformation. The first Neo is what made you a fan of the series? Yeah, I mean, I started with Neo 1 as well, yeah. Well, I started with Neo 1 pre-alpha, Pogi. They don't mention antidotes, but fuck that. Okay, so let's see what they say about a little boss here. Jatsu no Kami. Let me see, just in case, statue. Upon looting the body, it says that to destroy the next statues. Okay, it does mention, you know, taking out the statues, obviously. Doesn't mention anything about the snake statues, like actually changing the boss. That's the thing. That's interesting. We will actually... I guess we'll deal with the statues. Just pretend that, you know, we're actually following it properly, somewhat, when we get to the boss. I don't think they mentioned this campus actually right now. We'll fight the Nuriona first. But I think they don't mention this campus. Did they mention it? Lux range. They don't even mention this campus on this area. Damn, insane. Okay. So according to IGN, there's nothing worth noting in this area besides, like, you know, obviously besides the boss door and whatnot, and the Nuriona. Amazing. Now, I don't know what the best route would be to take out this next statues. Fuck. Didn't think it was gonna actually take out the key right there. Okay. Okay, now we can take out this statue at least. You know, I'll actually just use my stance a little bit. What about that interaction? Whatever. I just want to get rid of this stupid thing here, so... What's important is on the boss, anyways. Yeah, the thing is I ended up converting it into a like a run. Okay, where is the other fucking... Oh man, it's so awkward to not have a thing. Fuck. Yeah, I also don't mention that in the guide, I'm pretty sure. They don't mention like the recovery, doing an AoE. Because they assume that you'll just kill it with a grapple. Okay, where to access the other statues? Man, you guys are gonna help me with that? If they mention it on the guide or something. I don't want to waste too much time. Because I'm thinking about just doing like the expeditions run. You know, a run where I just do expedition solo. Because man, it's just kind of like, ugh. Do you guys have like any favorite weapon, by the way? Because I can think of doing it with a specific weapon. 2 on the bottom floor and 1 in the diagram. Okay, 1 in the diagram. Man, I'm just so used to being able to do that at this point that my brain is incapable of conceiving the fact that I don't have like the fucking stand switching. Like this thing. I think there were 3. I think there were 3. What point of the story are you, by the way, on JGG, Momiji? I'm just gonna run. Do they ever mention anywhere on armor or whatever, on equipment? Do they ever mention like equipment lightness? And if they have like a recommendation? Actually, let me check. Let me check. Oh fuck. Weight. No. Equipment. Agility. They don't mention fucking weight on the equipment or what? Light. Heavy attack. Oh, okay. They do mention here the loot gain. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. While you're in a level, unless you're really struggling with your gear being under-leveled, ignore the loot you pick up. Unless you're using it to feed as offerings, wait until you get through the level and are back in the map. Do all the loot management, it'll be less stressful. This is actually a good tip. This is actually a good tip. Like, just forget about like just min-maxing every now and then on the fucking level. And just do it like in a more space manner. That's a good tip. Between missions, do a deep dive and do everything you need. Equip the strongest gear you have. Lock down any items if you want. Or a piece of armor that makes you too heavy. Yeah, but they don't mention anything about the weight, specifically, like what the weight does, or like the agility or anything like that. Still skipping past public security story you read once you get to the new stuff. Then where was the last thing that you did before? Before you stopped playing? Man, I swear. I'm never thinking like he's just gonna like get rid of all his game, all her game. Nearia for Caesar's faction, like the Childs of Caledon. The Sons of Caledon, yes. I don't know why I said the Childs of the Sons of Caledon. They're in the Jane introduction, I see. I think it's after that, right? I think it's after the Jane stuff that they added, like the, you know, Caesar and Bernice. Lighter. They don't even mention the Kodama, at least not on the walkthrough. Maybe they mention it some other places. Oh man! Wow. Man, where do I go? Oh man, should I just even bother getting rid of all the snakes for these shenanigans? Not the snake. I mean the snake statues. I mean, fuck off. And there's one. And the other one is in the dark room. Smithing text. Demonize. Now the other one is in the dark room. So I think that is with the Nurikabe shenanigans, right? I think. Man, it's been so long. I don't know what they say about Enrikabe, but whatever. Or just focus on the boss. Was it this one that removed the thing? Yeah. Thought so. We'll just roll with this. Oh wow, amazing. Classic. Yeah, I got the demon axe there as well. Oh fuck. I don't know why I did that like that. What am I doing? No. I forgot how to fucking evasion cancel though. Animation cancel. Overjoyed. Okay, so now what do they say about Yatsu no Kami exactly? Let's see. Short cutscene. Fight begins. Always charge directly at you. Going to the right is always a good idea. Yes. Each of these arms has a limited health pool all their own, that once you take it out will make Yatsu more vulnerable at close range. If you distance yourself from Yatsu, it will use range attacks and makes its snake arms especially vulnerable. Okay, so we bait from the distance and then we got in, that's what they are saying. You really want to do this before it enters into the Yoka Realm stage, where the arms detach from the body and attack you, making getting hits on Yatsu all the harder if you haven't yet taken them out. After a period of time, these arms will grow back and repeat the cycle until Yatsu no Kami goes down. Okay. Burst attacks. At a burst of red, then Yatsu will slam the from of its body. Who wrote this, man? Like, they need to check their writing. Directly in front of it, flattening itself and doing damage to you if caught on the flop. You can, of course, burst counter, though its other burst attacks is much easier to time. Man, someone's brain farted like big time when writing this. Second burst attack is a pair of changes where it flashes red and slithers on a stoppable straight line before turning around and doing it again. You can use your burst counter at any point during both charges, making this one of the easiest times to counter Yatsu and get some damage in. That is factually incorrect. You have to do it at the start of those charges, not during the each of the charges at any point, making it quite a bit harder. Let's see. But you know. Grab attacks. It will give you a notification of grab, then charge in a small semicircle counterclockwise. If caught, you will be stuck in a coil and it can do massive damage. It doesn't tell you anything about how to deal with it. Nice guide, bro. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll finish up this with this, because man, like this guy is very XDD. Let me see if I can. I'll update my shit. I'll update my shit. Constitution skill. We'll try to go for that. They do mention the, you know, using the levels to cover those things as well. Okay. So we'll just roll with this then. They don't mention anything regarding this campus. They don't mention anything regarding like elements. So we'll just roll with this. We don't have the pools of poison, not because the guide told us. I don't know why I fucking block. I need to get used to not changing stances and not blocking again. They don't teach you how to deal with that. They could have just said like just, you know, strafe or dodge this way or something like that, but they didn't. They don't mention the usage of Mizuki, but you know, whatever. We'll just roll with it. According to them, this burst attack is easier to counter. We don't have a way to deal with that, according to the guide. So we just eat shit, I guess, sometimes. Yeah. I don't know. We will. I don't know. It's like you have to kind of like make up like some kind of like a kind of player, and you have to invent like a scenario in order to kind of like do this. And in my case, the scenario is, you know, if they don't mention anything about block buffering, blocking or whatnot, they don't mention like using other stances in certain situations or whatever, then I'm not gonna do that, I guess. They don't mention skills, so we're not gonna use the skills. Like, I don't know, man, like, I just really wish that there was like a recommendation on doing certain things, like, or getting certain things. That would be more interesting. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's just... Oh yeah, they don't mention like the grapple, but you know, this is a small trick that you can do. You can also do this. You know. Obviously the player is not gonna figure out that on their own. The player following the IGN guide, I mean. I don't know. Okay, so we can do... We can either do like another run where I actually do like some kind of like a guide through, you know, recommending things in general, or I can just do like the expeditions run. Because right now, like, it's just like I'm done with the IGN stuff. Like, I don't want to do another region of this of this kind of like playstyle. It's yeah, no. Oh fuck! What? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna just call it here for this run. Oh man. Okay, so I think I kind of want a little bit of a challenge. You guys have like any specific weapon you guys like from Neo 2? Tell me a weapon. Like a weapon type. Police stuff. Thompson. Let's see. So I'll do this as well. What? Didn't I have it pinned. What the fuck? I had it pinned. Did the pin disappear? Give me 1 second. Okay, here I can remove it. Okay. What? Unpin. So it just I set it to manually unpin, but it unpinned like randomly. What? That's weird. I don't know. My thought on Neo 3 so far, I have a lot of thoughts about Neo 3. Disappointing. Like, if you want one word for it, is disappointing. If you want two, disappointing sequel. The thing is, I can tell a lot of things about it, but yeah. Man, how do I change the fucking title on here? Dashboard. How do you even fucking change the title on YouTube, man? Doesn't let me. The title of the stream. Stream setting. Oh, okay, here. I see. I saw it. Everything's Gucci. There. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, it has a lot of good things, but it also just changes a lot of other things, and it's just like the start of the game is really shit. The replayability value like goes down super fucking hard, and then the split of gameplay between Samurai style and Ninja style is just kind of ruining the fucking whole thing. They could have just done, oh yeah, you have like ninja mode or something, like replacing Yokai Shift or Living Weapon or whatever. That would be like one thing. If it's a hyper mode, it's one thing. But when you split the fucking core gameplay in two, that's just... yeah. Not it, man. They should have just expanded upon the core gameplay. Just like they did from Neo 1 to Neo 2. And leave it at that. You know, when it comes to, you know, gameplay. Like, the Samurai style, like, that's the thing. If you think about Neo 3, okay, it has other issues, but, you know, think about Neo 3 when it comes to gameplay. And you delete the fact that ninja style is a thing, and you put, you know, like all the ninja weapons, you put them on the Samurai 3, you know, and you make them work. That would be like a very nice upgrade. But like splitting the gameplay is just not it, man. It's just not it. If they ever make Neo 4, they should fix that. Like they should, like it's just not the formula. There's a lot of other issues, but it's not like everything that they did is bad. It's just like they just ruined many of the improvements with other things that didn't need to change.
おお、もうかように大きくなったか。
はい。どのような子が生まれてくるのやら。この未来は限りなく広がっておりますれば。
Ojalá te mate muchas veces y lo disfrutes, bo. Has empezado fuerte, la frase. Hostia. Yo, hostia. Me ha llegado aquí un hater, omega hater, y luego he leído al revés. El todo. En fin. ¿Qué pasa, agua? Pandu. Okay. Let's roll with this.
強く生きるのです。
So this is like a expedition's solo run. I'll explain it in a moment. Okay. No tengo huevos de hacerle puto no hit al Esbir, que puto ascazo. Es duro. Ya le haré yo en algún momento. Pero cuando me pongo a ello, en plan... eso. Actually, just do... Yeah, let's just do this then. So they say... You say... Where... Man, I forget where the things are. Okay. Split Staff. And Tonfa. Let's go. Ruleta para las dramas. He preguntado antes, en plan... ¿Qué le gustaba a la gente? He dicho Tonfa y Split Staff. Entonces, pues eso. Si quieres, escogemos entre las dos. Pero bueno, no sé. Intentaré cambiar entre las dos o algo, yo que sé. Okay, so solo expeditions run. I'm gonna try to do like the expeditions. I need to go online. Torrygate, expeditions, custom, create room, private. I guess this is good enough. And since we are here, might as well just do this. I'm just gonna claim the DLCs, you know, the... What is it called? The boons. For the sole reason of just doing this. No. Game settings. There. And now we're good to go. Yes. So that is the only rule. I'll just do the expeditions by myself and see what happens. I have blue Amrita meter. That's interesting. I guess I can fight a little bit here and there. Bring it. Should probably level up once to get the According to IGN, by the way, the only way to deal with that attack is to iframe it. Easy. Cookies. It's very funny. Thanks for GG. It's quite funny, honestly, because you can easily strafe it or just dodge it, so you are backwards. You know, you're behind him. Like that's the easiest way to avoid it. But they go, no, you need iframes. Okay, let's just get some flux going on. I guess we'll start with the dragon dancing. I'm gonna get Denki. Because why not? How do I change the anima color to blue? What do you mean? The anima color is purple. Or you mean like the Amrita? Man. See why I play offline whenever I can. It's annoying that seriously? Number one still? Oh yeah, we still don't have that, okay. I'll not mess around too much more. I'll try to rush a bit more, because otherwise I'll be here for a long time. Prepare to death. According to IGN, no need to worry about blocking. It's not Anima. Anima is the one that is says 10 out of 10. Like 10.0 out of 10 out of 0.0. That is the Anima. What you're saying is the Amrita. Mid-mission drop-in is no longer something. Te representan los gags. Man. Yeah, I cannot see anything. Okay. Fuck. That's probably death. Yeah, I know. My bad. The good thing is that I'm still alive. Focus. The expeditions are both easier and harder at the same time. It's kind of fun. What? That hit me? Bullshit. Okay, so now I cannot afford really to die. Alright. No failures on the first one. Some oopsies here and there, but yeah,
すっげえな。
didn't fail the mission.
ほら、拾うもん拾ったらこっちに来てくれ。
Ah, la primera. Yeah.
待ってたぞ。
But yeah, like as a response, like about the Amrita, it's just like the expeditions. It's just the expedition shenanigans. Yo, Aaron Barrett, welcome. Good afternoon. Why? This is always like so weird. Like, why is it resting rights the default and instead of like equipping? It's so stupid. Like, I remember on a co-op run that I once did, like time ago, like I just accidentally did some resting rights. ¿Vas a continuar el Gran Blue? Nice. Oh, I have to, yeah, I have to exit. I have to exit to trigger the thing. Venga, nos vemos, agua. Okay, another expedition. Expedition, custom, create room. Choose mission. Man, this could be way more seamless, but it is not. Like, it's very awkward and, you know, not flowy at all to do expeditions only. Yo! Thank you for the membership, is it in YouTube? Yeah, I guess it's membership, right? Welcome, Aaron. I appreciate it. I think you're the first one, by the way. I don't remember anyone else like doing the membership on YouTube. Oh yeah. Love me some extra enemies. You miss Neo too? Not anymore. the Gaki circle.
あのバカでけえ火事場、一体何が。
I stole that kid core. I could try doing this, but I'm like not good with it. So awkward to do. Yeah. Can level up yet? Should check out the skills for the Tonfa now. Let's get the Purification Talisman. With the Tonfa, I guess we'll start with Wild Lions. Just yeah, I forgot about that one. She knew. Easy club. Got a new split stuff. I think I didn't need to trigger anything for the next mission, so we can just continue with this expedition, I think. After that, we do need to trigger things, so... Okay. This mission... Viper Sanctum. can do this. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll do the dojos. You know, at least one of them, but probably I'll also do the magic dojo, I think, just in case. Nah, I don't know how to do it, man. It's just so awkward to do that. I mean, I know how to do it, but it just doesn't really click for me at all. Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
所詮神が誓ったところで勝った命は取り戻せるか。
Okay, let's roll. Arcade video game, very difficult. Bonk. Okay, have to abandon expedition because we need to trigger this. We'll do the dojos. Where? Oh, that was far back. No. But I guess no.
そこまで。
始めましょう。そこまでです。
Okay. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna even use the magic dojo advantage, but you know, whatever. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I guess I might as well just do that. Guess I'll do this as well. That. Flux 2. This. Twin Phoenix. I think that we're good. And we go to the Torii Gate once again. Choose mission, soaring. Starting point, did I do the thing? I think I did not. I did not do it. Yeah, and I was able to do that. Cool. I don't think I leveled up. Did not. Okay. So far, I'm not noticing that much of a difference. Yeah, I forgot. Super. It is fine. It is absolutely fine. I forgot to do one thing though. So I guess I'll do it now. No, I'm disconnected. Oh. Yeah. I feel like there's not no difference. I feel like there's no difference. Like in terms of like the bosses. I think until like someone comes in, like the HP of the bosses stays the same. For example. Huh. Okay, this is different. With just an unfortunate timing. Quite unfortunate. move here. Okay, got a new combo. Wish I could do this in other games, you know, like menuing and doing shit while I'm interacting with stuff. Yeah, it's mostly the same, but there's some spots where thing gets a bit rough. With the enemies. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's great. Fuck you. Okay.
ごめん。
ここが城への抜け道じゃ。久々に案内させてもらいますの。表は半兵衛や信長に任せるがよい。
There's some new enemy placements here though.
人やには腹のようじゃの。面白いですな。半兵衛も家にこしらえてくれんかの。
Wow. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's easier. It's gonna be easier than I thought it was gonna be. I don't see people being interested either, so I think I'll just call it here. And just do other things, you know. I don't know, next stream I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, that Butler. Thank you. Haven't done a new one speedrun in a long time. I'm glad you liked it. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it here. It's like I could keep going, but it's just I don't feel there's much of a point on doing that. I have to work on one thing later, so yeah, it's probably like a good moment to stop, take a break, and then have energy for later and do some things. So yeah, I might stream in like a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours, something like that. I might stream something different. We will see. Maybe. I have to check some things. Yeah. See you around, everyone. Bye bye. See ya.